Hi folks, this is Kate here from the Full Freezer. I hope you're all well and keeping safe. I just wanted to bring you a few more tips this week with regards to home freezing. Now, one of the questions that I get the most is, I've got this particular food, can I freeze it? And the answer is usually yes. So what I thought I'd do this week is just focus on a different type of food each day, just to give you a sense of all the different kinds of things that you can put into your freezer and the fact that they do not have to take up a huge amount of space. So even if you've not got a massive amount of freezer space, there might still be things worth you freezing, just so that you've always got them on hand as and when you need. Now, what I want to cover today is really obvious, and you all know that it can be frozen. It's fruit and veg. The thing is though, that sometimes we don't connect the frozen aisle in the supermarket with our fruit bowl at home or our vegetable drawer, and it can end up with so much waste that's completely unnecessary. So I just want to show you quickly now. These are just some of the things that I have got in my freezer. So I've got some cauliflower rice that I'd zizzed up. That was a cauliflower stalk, which I grated in my blender, but you could hand grate it, and I've just frozen that in a bag. Sweet corn, which was left over from a tin of sweet corn from the cupboard, where I didn't use it all. Some red onion. I don't have space for like a massive bag of onions, so I don't like buying the stuff from the supermarket that's pre-chopped. But if I want to chop a couple of my own, 2 or 3 onions just means that I can spread it a bit further. I can make more meals with my onions, and I don't ever end up with them, going off hidden away in the cupboard. Peppers is also a major one. I love having a nice little stash of peppers in the freezer so that I can grab a handful of those and just chuck them into a dish. And then when it comes to fruit, we freeze everything. So my daughter will eat half a mango and I will chop up the rest and freeze it. And she actually eats this frozen. She loves it. So mangoes are brilliant. Blueberries we also freeze so that they don't go off. They can get chucked into blueberry pancakes, into blueberry muffins, and again, you can just chew on them. I'd be careful giving them to little kids though, just because of the size of them. Bananas are a massive one. If your bananas are going off, you can make banana bread, you can make banana pancakes, that's fantastic. But if you've not got time, just peel them, chop them up, open freeze them, and pop them in a bag. And these are nice just to chew on. They're nice dipped in dark chocolate, but you can also whiz them up in a blender and make yourself banana nice cream, which is really tasty. Also good to just chuck into smoothies. So definitely don't ever throw a banana away again, please. They are so good from the freezer. And then citrus fruits, things like limes, oranges, lemons, you can either cut into segments or you can cut into slices, and then again open freeze them, and that will last, well, I was going to say ages, but that will last me a while in my gin and tonics. And then the final one is just to demonstrate berries, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries. You can just open freeze. And what I would say with all of these is that the key is not to defrost them. I know some of you are going to go, what? But it always says on the bag I have to thaw thoroughly before I use them. But actually, if you do this, you just end up with a sludgy mess. It's just horrible. So what I always do with frozen fruit is I would always put it into porridge, yogurts, smoothies. If you've got a baby, you might make some puree. You could chuck it in a crumble, you could put it in a pie, you could mix it up with ice cream. Just find something that works for you rather than throwing it away. With veg, the key is get it into a hot pan. I find, and I'm no scientist, but this is purely my experience, if you thaw a load of frozen veg, then it is going to go soggy. If you throw it straight into the pan, it's like all of the water in it just evaporates out and you still retain some of that bite. And if you find that you put, I often find if I put a load of onion into a pan and the water hasn't immediately evaporated off and you look at it and you think, oh, it's a bit soggy, Just keep cooking it. Gently cook it until the onion starts to caramelise and all of the water has evaporated off. And although you're not going to have crunchy onions there, it will be really tasty and you won't have thrown the onions away. The one issue with freezing any fruit and veg, which I think you'll have picked up already, is you can't make a salad from it after. If you are a salad lover, I'm really sorry, this is not for you. It's worth Googling how to make your salad last longer, but when it comes to vegetables that you're going to cook with, rather than throwing things away, get them prepped, get them in the freezer, make them last. Okay, take care guys, and I will catch up again with you soon for my second tip.